All right, let's get the riders in the water and let's get this going.
The event went perfect. Like, that was a legitimate Flite Cup.
Are you ready?
And they're off and racing.
The World Wakeboarding Association put it on. So we had judges, timekeepers.
We had a giant board
bracket,
with all the
I think
names
there was
on
like
it.
26 competitors.
Yeah.
There's 2 races in one race. So you have your own separate course.
You got 2 courses.
Yeah, so you have your own
And then
separate
you
course.
swap and do the other course, basically.
Yep, so you run through the whole thing, finish. Even if you lost, you can go ahead and do the second race, and they'll average out the times. 2 parallel, identical courses. And because a goofy rider might have it, you don't want them to be disadvantaged by a toe side, so we decided that we would swap. So each rider had a heel side and a toe side attack at the course. Yeah. And so it made it completely fair, and it actually made the race pretty awesome, because at the final, you do a 360 around the buoy, and then it's a flat-out sprint to the finish line. And some guys were like neck and neck, and then they would explode at the end, crash, because they would drop the power up really hard.
I mean, you could have lost your first race and then won the second one, and it was your average.
So it was a very technical course. It wasn't really about how fast you can go. It was how smooth can you make the turns. Because I think
how smooth you can make the turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
No,
turns.
it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around.
So, all right, 5 turns, but in a tight space.
Was it invite only, or was it? Were there some people that were able to just like roll up and sign up?
It was invite only, so it was all the dealers, their employees, any of their Fliteboard riders. There was a couple owners. I know one of the shops, they had a couple customers show up for the race. So yeah, it was kind of low key, Fliteboards only. And the reason why they did that was just to test out the event, because they want to, they're looking further down the line for big Flite Cup events. They want to do it, it's already been done in Australia and Portugal, and they would like to do some bigger events. So it was more of a test. I'm hoping that in the future it's more inclusive
and open to the
public, if not other brands. I think that would really, put Flite Cup on the map.
Yeah.
And I think that's the intention.
The 3 days before the Flite Cup was a dealer meeting, and everybody was saying, I got my money on you, I got my money on you.
So it wasn't just you, it was like the support of your peers around you.
Yeah, the pressure was on.
Yeah, I didn't know people actually thought that. I just haven't seen anything crazy online, and so I didn't know what the competition would be like. There's some guys from California, there's some guys from Texas showing up. So I was like, okay, might be some competition.
So the people that rode were like us, the dealers ourselves, but some of the people had special guests, like Mike.
He's a local Fliteboarder from Jupiter, and
representing himself.
He rips. He's like 60 years old, and he flies around the racetrack up in Stewart.
He's fast.
Yeah.
And then another guest was Nick Baumgartner, the gold medalist.
Yeah, Olympic downhill medalist.
Nick Baumgartner, 4-time Olympian.
Gold medalist, Nick Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Cool. But there were, I would say, probably...
There were a few good riders.
Well, I would say 6 to 10 solid riders that could ride, do the full course fast, I mean, nothing's guaranteed. And I haven't had great luck with competitions in the past. Usually something like dumb happens.
And like you said, the key wasn't going fast. He was just not falling.
Yeah, don't fall.
Final race of the day. This is for the Flite Cup. Let's go!
To be honest, I didn't think I was going to win until we got a little bit closer to it, because I was like, all right, I got to win this, because the Gnarly Harley depends on it. Like, I need to win these races, to really push, the style of teaching that I'm trying to preach to people, or trying to push, And so at coming up to it, I didn't think I was going to win. Then I showed up to the event, and everyone was like, oh, I got my money on Justin. I was like, all right, I actually might have a chance. And so yeah, then I started putting it out to the universe. Just like, all right, we're going to win this. I'm going to win this. It's already been won. Survive. Just don't fall. And that was my whole mindset going into it.
All right, let's hear for our racers, everybody. We got champion from Naples, Florida, Justin Chait.
At the end of the race, David approached me and basically said, hey, do you want to take this board home?
That was the highlight.
And that was
they gave
the
him...
Ultra L.
Introducing Ultra L, the world's lightest performance eFoil. Carve even harder and lean into the most advanced eFoil yet.
They gave him the second one ever made.
Yep, and that was back in October, way before the Series 3 release. So I was able to test it, put some hours on it. It was a total surprise. There was trophies for Flite Cup, so to be able to take home the gold 80 centimeter mass with the dual drive, beta software, everything, and be able to test that all out before production was pretty cool.
Well, I thought that I couldn't sign up for the race, and the day of the race, they were just adding up more names to the board.
Did you end up racing, or you didn't?
She should have. Nella would
It would have
have
been really
raced.
cool
She
if
would
there
have got
was
second place.
It would have been cool if there was a women's division, but there wasn't women's division.
And you just didn't want to embarrass the other guys, so you didn't join.
She would have.
How did it feel carving your name and etching your name in history?
He didn't know what to say.
I didn't even know what to say. I got up on the podium.
Did you watch the video of him receiving it? And he's like,
yeah, I was like spinning the trophy up there, like I didn't even know like the attention was on us yet. I was just kind of standing there.
Let's hear it, guys. Thank you.